Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tools for a Peaceful Life. I'm Sue Pine, your host, and we have a very special guest today, Sherry Kidd. And she is a Jesus follower, a mom of 12, a grandmom of 19, and she is the owner of Semper Fi Fitness. And there's just
Healthy
all kinds
lifestyles.
of, I'm sorry, Semper Fi Healthy Lifestyles. Can't rely on memory all the time. Sorry about that.
It's
And
okay.
she's got all kinds of neat stuff to share with us today. Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I'm glad you're here, and welcome to our viewers. Welcome to you that are watching on the replay. We're glad that you're here, and we're glad that you'll be watching. So, Terry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said in the intro, I'm a mom of 12, um, follower of Jesus, and I'm also a United States Marine. So that has very much shaped my mindset and thinking and played a part in the name of my business, Semper Fi Healthy Lifestyles. um, let's see, what else? I also enjoy animals and just, I don't know, I'm interested in all kinds of things, so I do a lot.
Okay. Well, I've known you for a few months and we've really gotten to know each other pretty well. And one of the things that just comes to me is that if you had 12 children, you must have some tools for a peaceful life. Because
Well,
you wouldn't be here with us if you didn't. Yeah.
yes, yes, I actually, I do. I would say probably one of the biggest things that I had to learn, um, and I think the Lord gave me 12 children for a reason, and that was because I don't learn quickly. Um, because I had to learn. One of the biggest things was that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. You have all these things in your mind, I want to do this, I want to do that, and this has to be done, and all these things. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because those children are still going to grow up and they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. And so you just have to learn to just go with the flow and let things happen the way they're going to happen, and just trust that you do your best and let the Lord handle the rest. And I don't mean to be just flippant, like, oh well, who cares, because it's not that at all. But
Right.
you have to learn to prioritize things, what's
Mhm.
really important, like they should eat at least once a day, maybe twice, things like that.
Right. Yeah.
But, um, you don't have to have everything done the way you think it needs to be done, because that'll just lead to stress and burnout. And then you're no good to anybody, especially
Right.
not your children.
Right. So it sounds like letting go and being
Yeah,
not being attached to the results. And
right.
hi, Sherry. Glad you're here watching us. To me, that's what I hear. That you just have to trust and have faith that it's going to work out for the rest of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because you really, even in the best of circumstances, things are not going to turn out the way you want them to. There's always things that are going to happen. So if you just know, okay, this morning I started out with 12 children. It's bedtime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 12 of them. Some days that's all it is.
Yeah.
You literally, I've learned this with having fibromyalgia too. You literally, all you have to do is live through this next moment. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You don't have to worry about 2 hours from now. just live through the next moment and just let everything else go. Because life is going to keep going on, and it's going to go with or without you. And you can either go kicking and screaming and half crazy, or you can go and just enjoy the ride.
That's very true. Very true. So stay in the present,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Very
tell us,
much.
how did you come up with your business? How did that happen?
I had a farm in North Missouri, and about, I think it's been 7 years ago now, I got a tick bite, and I almost died from it. Long story short, I ended up with fibromyalgia, like really, really bad, to the point that I could hardly even get dressed. And so I started thinking, I can't exactly do my nursery, plants, all the things that I did on the farm, grow things, all this. I can't really be doing that anymore. So what else can I do? So I started looking around because one of the things too, I've always been interested in health and nutrition. And, had I not had all those children, I would have been a naturopathic doctor, because that's just fascinating to me. So, with that in mind, I was thinking, what else can I do? Because I had the diagnosis of fibromyalgia, but I don't believe that God designed our bodies to stay sick forever, and I'm not saying that sickness is sin, or, I'm not saying anything like that. It's just sometimes things happen in the world, and, I just believe He designed our bodies to heal themselves.
Right.
And so, with all that in mind, I started looking around, what could I do to make money that I would enjoy doing, and because I'm pretty particular about things that I do, and so anyway, I started looking into health coaching, and because I thought, hey, people are getting results, lives are changing with this. And so I hunted around, found what I felt like was the best, most thorough school. And I went to school. I started applying some of the things, to my own life. And that was amazing. And then while I was in school, I realized, this is good, because it's a lot of it is mindset and habit change. And this is good. That's very, very important. However, I started seeing this isn't the whole picture, which I already knew about the emotion code and energy healing. I knew about these things. And it was in the middle of the health coaching school, I decided, I have to do that, because I, considered it before. But then, in the school, I realized, you can't do one without the other, because you have to address the whole body, the mind, the spirit, and the body, because they're all connected. And so, to heal the whole body, you have to heal all the parts. And so, so that's how I got started into that. And that's how I, the energy healing for myself with the fibromyalgia. I had done all these things, and I still had fibromyalgia. I was still exhausted 24 hours a day, and had all the symptoms. And but it was when I started getting energy healing from other people working on me that I really started seeing a huge, huge difference. And so that, I have combined the two, and that's what I've got. Right now I've got a deal going that is, I'm calling it the total package deal, and it includes the health coaching and the energy healing. And in fact, today I was praying about it this morning, and I lowered the price like to next to nothing. Basically, it's $200 for this package deal that's normally $2,200.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to help people. I want to see people's lives changed because I know what these things have done for me personally.
Right.
A year ago, I still did not have the energy to do half of what I'm doing nowadays. And,
Right.
those people with, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, lupus, all these kinds of things, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
And so, if you can get a couple more hours of energy a day, it's like, wow, and so I want to help people. And so it's because of my own health issues that brought me around to doing this, for other people.
Right.
So,
Yeah. And hi, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. Now, from it's what I hear about what you're saying, the thing that sets your program apart from most what you would consider, nutritional programs or fitness programs or health coaching, things like that. Um, it sounds like you just aren't working on the outside, you're working on the inside as well. You know?
yes,
And to me,
yes,
as an emotion code and body code practitioner, I know that the root cause of most illness, most
mhm,
discomfort, it is inside, you know.
yes,
And
yes,
I agree with you that your body can heal itself, but you have to get the stuff out of the way first. So that's
right,
right there sets you apart from others. What else would
yes.
what else would they expect in your program?
Well, with this total package deal, I offer a 21-day reset challenge, and that just kind of helps. It's 3 weeks of kind of resetting your mind. Well, maybe I shouldn't say resetting your mind, but it's challenging yourself to
Mm-hmm.
look at food in a different way. It's more of a kind of a preparation for the 90-day, the 12-week program. Because what we'll do is the first week we just you kind of wrap your mind around. I encourage you, help you to, think about, oh, maybe we shouldn't be eating this, but we're not going to cut it out yet. Let's just do what we've got this week. Let's look at it. And then the second week is when we start actually eliminating the food, the things that are not so positive for your body.
Right.
And then in the third week is when you reintroduce things to learn, okay, well, I really don't do so well with, say, dairy products, or I don't do so well with, wheat, or, whatever it is, because everybody's different, and, so uh, there's that part of it. And then there's, after those 3 weeks with that, the 21 days of the reset challenge, then we move into the 12-day, the actual coaching. And that is once a week on Monday morning. We have a group coaching call.
Mm-hmm.
And then, each week there's something different that we're going to look at. We'll deal with different things, habits. I teach a lot about how to completely change your mind about things and set you up so that you're not having to constantly be coming back to me, help. I need help with this. I need help with that. I want you to learn to be independent and to walk in your own health, and to learn to be intuitive, to know what your body needs for your own health. And so, like, for the next 12 weeks, there's a group coaching call, and then you always have access to me. If you're stuck or struggling or, whatever, you always have access to me. And then you will have a 30-minute emotion code session each week during that, where we will focus specifically on you and, whatever issues you're needing help with the body and emotion code. And so that's
That's a lot. So
it is.
it sounds to me that in 4 months, if someone does everything that, they actively choose to be in that program and be there and be present, that they should
Mm-hmm.
walk away pretty much empowered to be able to have a healthy life.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. A
What a
lot can
great
happen.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 4 months, but that's, like you said, you have to want to do it, because I can teach you this, I can encourage you, and, being in the Marine Corps, I know how to encourage. I know how to hold you accountable. But at the end of the day, you have to do the work. You have to want to do it. And, and that's another thing too. You don't always want to do it. You need to, do whatever, walk every day or lose 20 pounds or more. You need to do those, but sometimes it's hard. And that's where I work with you. That's where the emotion code comes in, because sometimes you
Right.
just keep hitting those brick walls. You've known for 20 years you needed to walk a mile a day or something, and you're still sitting there watching Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's where I work with you as an individual, on let's get past this, but you do have to do the work yourself, because we will clear those emotions and get it fixed. But then it's on you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's important. People need to take personal responsibility for their
Hmm.
health. And so, there's it's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. I know my journey to health,
Hmm.
which lasted quite a while, but the last couple of years it's really come together, and I'm thankful for that. Would have never come together without the body code.
Hmm.
I had a lot of self-sabotage going on that I was not even aware of. So people may think that they've got it all together, and they may think their mindset is right, and but why isn't it working? Well, maybe there is something in your subconscious that needs to happen. And
Right.
it sounds like your program is going to address that for them.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that's one thing that I see in a lot of military, especially Marines. So, like all my
Mhm.
friends that are watching, like Andy, hi. um, I see that we tend to put up a facade,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can do that, and you can look like you've got it together on the outside, but on the inside you're falling apart, and
right,
you keep
right,
hitting the same roadblocks over and over and over again. And this is one of the things that, dealing with those trapped emotions with the emotion and body code, you can fix that. It can be gone, so that you can truly move on and take down the facade and really have it together after that, you
yeah.
know?
And I think you brought up something that's really significant. The the veterans that are watching. I'm an Air Force veteran,
Mhm.
and I know that as we were indoctrinated, as we did our basic training, things like that,
Mhm.
we were taught you don't feel, you don't cry, you don't
Right.
complain, you just do. Whether
Right.
you want to or not. And you learn this kind of blind obedience at first. And it's hard to come to terms when you're done,
Mhm.
that we return to the real world, and we um, we need to be able to live a real life.
Right.
And so,
Right.
what you're saying about the code and all those things, that's to me the perfect solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're also into microgreens. I know
I am.
we're running a little longer, but I'd really love to hear more about that. Can you tell us about microgreens and just kind of what you're doing with them and why?
Yeah, yeah. Microgreens are they're like a salad on steroids. They are they're like little sprouts. It's like broccoli, lettuce, radish, it's the sprouts, you use the actual seed and dirt. You just only grow them up to about like this. Anywhere different ones are different,
Mm-hmm.
lengths. But the nutrition, they've done all these studies, and the nutrition on microgreens are just it's unbelievable. I mean, it's like 100-fold in a lot of them, so like you might eat a piece of broccoli and, and I can't even remember now what all the nutrients are. But anyway, you could eat a piece of broccoli and that's good for you. But if you eat the microgreens, say, a couple bites of microgreens, you're going to get like just so much more nutrition. And you can put, of course, you can eat them raw on salads, but you can put them in soups. You can put them in other vegetables, if you're heating them up, sauteing them. You can put them in stir fries. I mean, there's just all kinds of things, smoothies. So your children don't know they're in there. You can just do all kinds of things with them.
Yeah.
And so since I'm living in the city now, I need to grow things. And so I am in the process of getting things set up to start a delivery route system. And so people will buy for a month and, they'll pay ahead for a month, and then I deliver every week. I'll deliver to them. And since I can't do that to everybody in the whole United States, I decided I am actually in the process of getting things together because I'm developing a class. It's like a little course on how to grow your own microgreens.
Wow.
And so everybody can take the course, learn what you need to do, what you don't need to do, learn from my mistakes, my many, many mistakes, actually,
Yeah.
and learn how to do it in your own home for your own family. And, of course, the way things are these days, knowing how to grow at least a little bit of your food, especially something with so many nutrients, that's always a plus.
Yeah, that sounds great. I look forward to when you have that course ready. So if
Yeah.
people want to find you, what's the best way for them to find you?
Well, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Semper Fi Healthy Lifestyles. And I also have a website that is semperfihhealthylifestyles.com. And I have, of course, you can always like and follow me on Facebook. But then on my website, I've also got a little thing where you can put your name and your email address in there and get on my email list. And I promise I will not swamp you with emails.
Sounds good. And for anybody that wasn't able to get that information, if you want to get in touch with Sherry and you haven't got the information, feel free to let me know, and I will definitely make that connection for you.
Thank you.
Anything you would like to add before we go?
Just maybe enjoy your life. Don't forget to enjoy your life. No matter what's going on, how bad things are, just enjoy it, because life is just so short and things are so crazy these days that it's really easy to forget that life is meant to be enjoyable. And no matter how bad it is, there's always something you can smile about. Look out the window and see the sun shining. Hear the birds, whatever it is, find something to smile about every day.
Wonderful advice. If you wanted a more peaceful life and you found that positivity, you would definitely be on your way. So Sherry, thank you so much for being with us today. I've loved this conversation, and I can see that our viewers have enjoyed it as well. Thank you, viewers, for watching, and feel free to let us know if you have any questions, any comments. We'll be sure to get back to you. And Sherry, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see everybody later. And thank you all for watching. Bye bye now.